Following the atrocities of September 11, 2001, it was acknowledged that significant information sharing gaps existed between U.S. law enforcement agencies. To address this weakness in the wake of tragedy, the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, formed on November 25, 2002. Under the umbrella of DHS, U.S. Customs and Border Protection was formed on March 1, 2003, and is now one of the world's largest and most advanced law enforcement agencies in the world. CBP's mission? To protect the American people, safeguard our borders, and enhance the nation's economic prosperity. 3 uniformed law enforcement components within CBP carry out this mission. Let's take a look at these components. At more than 300 official land, air, and sea ports of entry, the Office of Field Operations, or OFO, screens all foreign visitors, returning American citizens, and imported cargo that enters the U.S. Formerly known as U.S. Customs, OFO's uniformed law enforcement officers wear blue and are referred to as Customs and Border Protection officers. The U.S. Border Patrol, or USBP, is charged with securing more than 20,000 miles of land and coastal border between the U.S., Canada, and Mexico, ensuring the detection and interdiction of people, goods, and other contraband in between official ports of entry. U.S. Border Patrol's uniformed law enforcement agents wear green and are referred to as Border Patrol agents. From the Air and Sea, Air and Marine Operations, or AMO, represents the United States' largest law enforcement air and sea force to support the CBP-wide effort to keep dangerous people and products from entering the United States. Their uniformed law enforcement agents wear black and tan and are referred to as Air and Marine Interdiction Agents. Each uniformed law enforcement component brings to bear unique skills and capabilities that address the wide variety of law enforcement challenges faced along our nation's borders. Let's take a closer look. OFO is responsible for collecting tariffs on imported goods and screening people and commodities 24/7 at international ports of entry throughout the United States. Imagine arriving from an international destination to have your passport or cargo truck inspected. OFO deploys a suite of security assets to accomplish its mission, including non-intrusive inspection technologies, license plate readers, facial recognition scanners, law enforcement databases, and more. In a single year, officers with OFO encounter millions of people, inspect millions of vehicles, seize tens of thousands of pounds of illicit narcotics, and seize thousands of fraudulent immigration documents. The U.S. Border Patrol is charged with protecting our borders in between the official ports of entry. Imagine the vast deserts, mountains, canyons, and plains that span the entirety of our northern and southern borders. This includes nearly 2,000 miles of linear border with Mexico, more than 5,000 miles of border with Canada, and more than 12,000 miles of coastal border where land meets sea. While patrolling these types of arduous terrain on foot, in 4x4 trucks, and on all-terrain vehicles, Border Patrol agents encounter people and contraband originating from all corners of the globe. Since the agency's inception, Border Patrol agents have encountered tens of millions of individuals crossing our borders illegally to seek work, to request political asylum, and to smuggle people, narcotics, weapons, and other contraband. They also routinely encounter people with significant criminal history, previously deported felons, human traffickers, and documented gang members. After their apprehension, detainees are screened by agents for possible threats to the United States, then placed on appropriate administrative or criminal pathways as prescribed by policy and law. There's only so much area that can be covered on foot or in vehicles. That's where Air and Marine Operations steps in. As a force multiplier for CBP's other components, AMO helps predict and respond to any incoming threats through the coordinated application of law enforcement resources in the air and maritime environment. AMO uses various technologies to continuously detect, monitor, and interdict all potential airborne or maritime law violators. The 3 uniformed law enforcement components of CBP work in harmony, with OFO at the ports of entry, USBP between those ports, and AMO supporting from the air and sea. Together they strive to achieve a common goal: protecting America. We are the guardians of our nation's borders. We are America's front line. We safeguard the American homeland at and beyond our borders. We protect the American people against terrorists and the instruments of terror. We steadfastly enforce the laws of the United States while fostering our nation's economic security through lawful international trade and travel. We serve the American people with vigilance, integrity, and professionalism. We are CBP.